I love how y'all have selective hearing. I said I'm hearing if they don't give us what we want, we sitting out. And that's the truth. Good.
This is the same person that literally said she didn't know what her WNBA salary was and that it didn't even cover her rent. Angel Reese makes at least $5 million a year.
Angel Reese just made one of the most outlandish demands in WNBA history. Despite struggling in nearly every game and getting into heated exchanges with opponents, she's insisting on being paid at an NBA level. As if that wasn't enough, she even threatened a lockout if the league didn't meet her demands.
Because I'm hearing like, yeah, they don't give us, if y'all don't give us what we want, like, we sit out.
That's a possibility.
I guarantee you, the intelligent folks, and there are plenty in the WNBA, are saying, well, you two idiots just shut up. Sit out.
Girl, y'all benefited from everything. Y'all youngins benefited from NIL.
What does that mean? We deserve more.
This isn't just entitlement, it's delusion at its peak. Today, we'll break down the absurdity of Angel Reese's outburst, show how she's completely off base, highlight the damage she's doing to the WNBA, and explain why it would have little impact if she actually sat out.
You lost 40, 50 million. You know who would clap for you all sitting out? The NBA. So they don't have to subsidize your dumbasses to the tune of 40 to 50 million a year.
Angel Reese wants superstar money, but she can't even make a layup. Let's start with the on-court issues. If you're going to demand a bigger paycheck, you should at least be playing at an elite level, right? Unfortunately, Reese is far from that. Game after game, she's missing easy shots, clanking layups, and posting some of the most inefficient numbers we've seen.
She just threatened a lockout. If y'all don't give us what we want, we sitting out. This is why sometimes you probably should have somebody look over a podcast. She's threatening to go on strike. I actually understand it's the way negotiations work in the CBA, not on a podcast.
You can tell everything you need to know just by looking at her field goal percentage. As a post player in her mid-30s, expecting to be taken seriously when you're the worst in the league at finishing shots within 5 feet of the basket is unrealistic. Even her own supporters are starting to notice that she often misses her own shots and grabs the rebound just to inflate her stats. This isn't elite play, it's just glorified stat chasing.
Angel Reese may be playing in the league, but who wants to see a goofy 6'6" woman miss layups? Not I.
Angel Reese has built a reputation for trash talk, pointless altercations, and over-the-top antics. But the issue is that none of it translates into real success on the court. She's out here demanding NBA-level money while missing layups, turning the ball over, and creating drama instead of dominating games.
Angel Reese wants credit. The reason why WNBA is up is because of Angel Reese. She's not getting enough credit. She did this too. She taunted Caitlin Clark. She made this whole thing.
Despite being one of the most controversial figures in the WNBA, thanks to her history of mocking Caitlin Clark, starting arguments, and then playing the victim when things don't go her way, Reese somehow believes she's a key driver of the league's growth and deserves to be paid more because of it.
But her attention, her notoriety is based off Caitlin Clark. Because she wins the national title, first thing she does, she mocks Caitlin Clark. And then she doesn't even celebrate with her teammates. So she's made it personal with Caitlin Clark. Then she's played off of that.
Let's get one thing straight. Angel Reese is nowhere near leading the WNBA, nor is she even close. The stats clearly show that Caitlin Clark is the driving force behind the surge in popularity, not Reese.
And isn't she shooting like 35% from the field? Can somebody tell me who in the world watches a 35% shooter from the paint that is basically grabbing her own rebounds from her own missed shots?
When Caitlin Clark performs, arenas sell out, TV ratings soar, ticket prices triple, and fan interest skyrockets. But isn't Angel Reese shooting around 35% from the field? Who exactly is watching a 35% shooter from the paint who's essentially grabbing her own rebounds from missed shots? On the flip side, Reese hasn't made any significant progress, yet she has the audacity to claim she's on par with Clark when it comes to expanding the league. This isn't confidence, it's pure Delusion.
I'm an NBA owner. I didn't get rich by wasting a couple million on something that has no chance of making money. These two, sit out. Sit out. See what happens. Now, I would miss watching the Fever. I would miss watching Caitlin Clark, but I wouldn't miss anything else.
Now that Reese is threatening to go on strike if the WNBA doesn't pay her more, she's only further indulging her sense of entitlement. Let's be honest. Why should the league invest more money in a player who hasn't shown she can dominate? Why should team owners pay more for someone who isn't even the best in her position? Reese may see herself as an MVP contender, but she still has a long way to go before earning that status in the WNBA. She believes this hype because of social media, but in basketball, and especially in business, hype doesn't equal value.
If Angel Reese came into the league without Caitlin Clark, nobody would know who Dijon Carrington was, her sidekick, or no one would know who Angel Reese is.
If Reese truly wants to increase her pay, she should focus on honing her skills first. She needs to concentrate on winning games, playing smart basketball, and becoming indispensable on the court. Whining about her salary and starting pointless drama isn't going to get her anywhere.
I just hope y'all know the WNBA don't pay my bills at all. I don't even think that pays one of my bills. Let me do the math real quick.
It might cover that. Yeah,
It
definitely covers that.
What is I don't even know my salary.
The truth is, the WNBA wouldn't miss players like DJ Carrington or others with similar antics. In fact, the league could actually benefit from their absence, as it would allow for a focus on more productive, team-oriented play, rather than unnecessary drama.
No, my rent is more than that. It's $8,000. I'm living beyond my means.
The WNBA will continue to expand, whether or not Angel Reese plays, because Caitlin Clark and a few other exceptional players have the real star power. Reese, on the other hand, would just be another player who talks a big game, but fails to back it up on the court.
Actually, if you really want to go into business, you need to pay some money back. You made absolutely nothing. You haven't really enhanced the league. Caitlin Clark has.
We have to be completely honest about this, whether we like it or not. 90% of this revived or renewed interest is really based around one singular player.
Reese and Carrington act like the WNBA is raking in billions. But let's be real. The league still relies heavily on the NBA for financial support. These players are expecting NBA-level pay without even understanding how their own league operates.
If I was funding this league, I'd say, all right, hold on. You got a golden goose. We all got one in Caitlin Clark. These people that are criticizing Caitlin Clark, these people that are hitting Caitlin Clark, these people that are talking as if they are as important as Caitlin Clark are hurting our opportunity. They're hurting the brand.
Let's compare it to the NBA, which generates billions annually from ticket sales, TV deals, sponsorships, and merchandising. In contrast, the WNBA continues to lose money each year. The league still relies on the NBA for funding, between $40 and $50 million a year, to stay afloat.
I mean, you want to grow the game? All right, grow the game. All I'm saying is if you want to play in the big leagues, if you want to be somebody that transcends the game, you got to have a personality. I will give Angel Reese this. She has a personality. It's ignorance. It's stupid. I mean, it's really stupid.
This is where Reese truly reveals her ignorance. Instead of focusing on improving her game to secure a bigger contract down the line, she's out there complaining about hypothetical paychecks that don't even exist yet. Recently, she went on podcast whining that future WNBA rookies will make more than her due to the next collective bargaining agreement. She acted like this was some huge injustice, completely overlooking the basic fact that every professional league sees salary increases over time as revenue grows. That's just basic sports economics.
I will continue to use my voice to speak for what we want and deserve as a league. Thank you. No, that's not what you did. You said me, I. They're going to get more than us. I deserve more, blah, blah, blah. Oh, shut up.